Good afternoon, everyone. So, for today's lesson, I will be discussing about the measure of central tendency, particularly on finding the mean, the median, and the mode of a data set. And also, I will be discussing to you how to get the range and also the outlier. So here are the vocabulary words that you will be encountering on this lesson. Okay, so we will be discussing how to get the mean, the median, the mode, the range, and also the outlier. Okay, so let's start with the definition of mean. Okay, if we say mean, ito yung summation ng data po na meron tayo. Okay, sometimes it was called as the average. Okay, para lang po ito yung ginagawa nyo before, nung junior high school kayo, pag kayo lang po yung magko-compute nung average grade po ninyo. Okay, i-add nyo lang po lahat ng grade po ninyo on different subject and then i-divide lang po natin siya kung ilan po yung subject natin. Okay? Ganun din po yung pagkuha po ng mean dito po sa topic po natin for today. I-add lang natin lahat ng value na meron tayo and then bibilangin natin kung ilang data ba meron tayo and then i-divide lang natin siya. Okay. Next one is the median. So pag sinabi nating median, this is the middle value of your data set. Okay? And there is two way how to get the median. Okay? Yung isa po, kapag po yung data set po natin is add number. Kapag add number po yung data set po natin, automatic yung pinaka middle value po niya, siya po yung magiging median po natin. Okay? And kapag naman even number yung data set po natin, okay, we will be getting the two middle values, okay, and then ipag-add natin siya, and then divided into two, and then yung magiging answer po doon, yung magiging median ng entire data set po natin. Next is the mode. Kapag sinabi naman nating mode mga anak, ito yung value or this is the data na kung saan maraming beses siyang nag-occur doon sa dataset natin. Okay? Or sabihin natin na siya yung may pinakamalaking frequency sa lahat po ng data natin. Okay? Meron tayong classifications pagdating sa mode. Okay? Unang-una is yung tinatawag natin na no mode. Okay? Tinatawag natin siya na no mode kapag po yung data natin is pare-pareho lang po ng frequency. Okay? Pag pare-pareho ng frequency, ang isasagot natin na classification for a mode is no mode. Okay? Kapag meron namang isang outstanding na kung saan siya yung may pinakamataas na frequency doon sa entire data set natin, okay, we will be calling it a unimodal. Kapag dalawa sila, we call it bimodal. And then kapag tatlo pataas po, okay, we call it a multimodal. Okay, you can find those classification doon po sa module po natin. Okay? And then for the range, pag sinabi nating range, this is the difference between the highest value that we have subtracted to the lowest value po. Okay? So hahanapin lang natin kung nasan yung malaking value, nasan yung maliit na value, and then ipag-subtract lang natin, and then yun na po yung magiging range po natin. Okay? So those are the definition of the vocabulary words na pinakita ko po kanina. Okay, so let's proceed on example number 1. So let's find the median, the mean, the median mode, and also the range of this data set. Okay, we have 4, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 4, and 2. Okay, unahin nating hanapin si mean. Okay, sabi ko kanina, pag hahanapin natin si mean, ang una nating gagawin is to add all the values or add all the data na meron po tayo. So ipag-add ko lang po lahat ng data na meron tayo and then the answer here will be 30. Once po na nahanap na natin yung summation, okay, ang next po natin gagawin is we will be dividing the sum, okay, on the number of data or number of item that we have. Okay, so bibilangin natin ngayon kung ilang data ba meron tayo. So I will be getting first the summation which is 30. Okay, we will be counting the number of items or the number of data that we have, which is 8. And I will be simply dividing 30 into 8, and then the answer will be 3.75. Okay? So this 3.75 mga anak, ito na po yung magiging mean po ng entire data set po natin. For the median, okay, sa median, very important mga anak yung arrangement. Okay? Kailangan i-arrange muna natin yung data natin from least to greatest value. Okay? Doon sa pinakamaliit, papataas po. Okay? So let's arrange first the data in order. So we will be having 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 7, and 8. Once it was already arranged, okay, i-identify natin if the number of items or the number of data is odd or even. And kanina, we have 8 items na pinakita nga po kanina. Therefore, yung data set po natin is an even number. So kapag even number mga anak, we will be getting first the 2 middle values and then ipag-add natin and then divided into 2. Okay? So hanapin natin yung dalawang middle value which is 2 and 4. So i-add natin si 2 kay 4, the result will be 6. And then 6 divided into 2, the answer will be 3. So this 3 is the median for this data set. For the mode, okay, sabi ko naman sa inyo kanina, pag sa mode, ito yung may pinakamataas na frequency. Okay? So dito sa data set natin, ang may pinakamataas na frequency dyan is C2. Bakit? Kasi C2 po is nag-occur ng 3 beses or meron tayong 3 2 doon sa data set po natin. Okay, therefore, the mode will be 2. And the classification of this is a unimodal. For the range, okay, hanapin lang natin yung lowest value and then the greatest value or the largest value. And it was not very hard for us to find kasi it was already arranged in order. So kukuhain lang natin si 1, which is the least value on the data set. And then yung greatest value, which is 8. So 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. So yung 7 po dito, siya po yung magiging range. Okay? So that's how we're going to find the mean, median, mode, and also the range for every data set that we will be encountering. Okay? Next example, we have 6, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, and 8. Okay? Ganun pa din. We will be finding the mean, median, mode, and also the range for this data set. Unahin natin si mean. Again, we will be adding all the values that we have. So kapag inad ko po yan, the result will be 34. Once po na nakuha na natin yung summation, we will be dividing the sum into the number of items. Okay? So meron tayong 8 items in total or 8 data sa isang data set natin. So this 34 will be divided into 8 and then the answer is 4.25. So 4.25 mga anak will be the mean for this data set. Okay, for the median, okay, still the same. We will be arranging the values into order from least to greatest. And then once po na-arrange na natin siya, even numbers na naman po yung data set natin, we will be getting the 2 middle values. Okay? Kuhain natin yung dalawang value which is 4 and 5. Ipag-add natin is equal to 9. And then 9 divided into 2, the answer will be 4.5. So 4.5 will be the median for this data set. For the mode, ganun pa din, we will just be identifying which number or which item have the greatest frequency or the largest frequency of them all. Okay, so that would be 5 because 5 occurs 2 times in our data set. Therefore, this is a unimodal. For the range, okay, ganun pa din, get the lowest value, which is, or the least value, which is 1, and then the greatest value, which is 8. Subtract 8 by 1, the answer will be 7. Okay, so the range for this data set is equal to 7. Next example is this one. Paano po kapag naka-plot, okay, yung given po or yung pinaka tanong po natin. So the line plot shows the number of miles each of the 17 members of the cross-country team ran in a week. So which measure of central tendency best describe this data? And we need to justify our answer. Okay? So yung nakikita nyo po dito sa baba na plot, okay, yung may mga cross-cross po dyan, okay, yan po yung members. Yan po yung representation ng 17 members. And then yung number naman po dito sa baba, ito po yung nagre-represent for number of miles na natakbo po nila within a week. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan is we will just count kung ilan ba yung nakatakbo ng 4 miles, ng 5, and then etc. Okay? So, sa 4 miles, meron pong nakatakbong 5 members. For 5 miles, we have 3. Sa 6, we have 2. Sa 14, we have 1. Sa 15, we have 4. And then for 16 miles, we have 2 members. Okay? So let's find the mean. So sa mean, gagawin lang natin dyan, i-add lang natin lahat ng data na meron tayo, and then divided into number of members that we have, which is 17. Okay, once na inad po natin yan, the result will be 153, and then 153 divides 17, the answer will be 9. So the mean is 9, and the mean best describes the data set because the data is clustered fairly evenly about two areas. Kasi meron 4 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, and then it was jumped into 14, 15, and then 16 miles. So meron tayong 2 areas na sakop po yung number of miles po natin. For the median, okay, all we have to do is to arrange the data set in order, and hindi na rin po yun mahirap para sa atin. Kasi isusulat lang natin siya kung ilan yung 4, ilan yung 5, 6, and then etc. And then it was already arranged properly. Okay, so all we have to do is to identify which on this data set is the middle value, and that would be 6. Okay, so 6 po siya. Bakit po? Kasi po, we have add number. Okay, add numbers po yung data set natin, which is 17. So yung pang 9 na data, okay, yun po yung magiging median po natin. So, count lang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, this 6 will be the median for this entire data po. And then for the mode, of course, this is the number or the data that occurs often. Okay? Mas maraming beses siyang makikita doon sa dataset natin. And then that is 4. Okay? 4 will be the mode, and this is a unimodal. Okay, so this mode focuses only on one data value and does not describe the data set. Okay, so hindi siya yung pinaka makakapag-justify dito sa data set natin. Okay, mas magandang gamitin natin si mean kasi nga po, sabi nga po kanina, si mean po is the data that we have was fairly, okay, fairly yung pagkakahati niya kasi we have smaller number, which is 4, 5, and 6 miles, and then it was jumped into 14 and 15, 16 miles, and it was evenly, fairly distributed in 2 areas po. Okay? Another example here, we have a line plot showing the number of dollars for each 10 members of a cheerleading team raised in a week. Okay? So, ganun ulit. yung mga nakikita nyo pong mark, which is yung cross, yan po yung uh, numbers of members. And then yung nasa baba po, yung number po dyan na 10, 20, 30, and so on, yan naman po yung dollars. Okay? Na-raise po nila within a week. So let's find the mean. So here are the data that we have. So meron pong apat na members na nakapag-raise ng $15. Merong dalawang $20, isang $40, dalawang $60, and then isang $70. Okay, all we have to do is to get the summation and then divided it to 10. So 330 divided into 10, that would be 33. And then 33 will be the mean. Okay, so most of the cheerleaders raised less than $33 in a week. And then the mean does not describe the data set. Okay, hindi siya yung pinaka best na pwedeng mag-describe dito sa data natin. Okay, let's try to find the mean at the median. Okay, for the median, okay, arrange it properly from the lowest to the highest number. Identify the median, which is dalawa yan, kasi po even po yung numbers, even po yung data po natin. So kapag pag even, we will be finding the two middle values and then i-add natin siya and then divide it into two. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so itong dalawang middle value which is 20 and 20, yan po yung ipag-add natin. So pag pinag-add ko po yan, the answer will be 40. And then 40 divided into 2, so the answer will be 20 as well. Okay, so the median for this data set is 20. And siya rin po yung mas makakapag-describe, okay, dito po sa data po na meron po tayo. So the median best describes the data set that we have because this is the closest to the amount most cheerleaders raised. Okay? Kung mapapansin naman natin, di ba? So yan yung mas makakapag-describe sa data natin kasi we're talking also about money and then ayan po yung pinaka-malapit. Okay? Doon po sa makikita natin na data na kung saan itong 20 na ito, siya yung mas magkakapag-describe or makakapag-describe doon sa mismo. Okay, let's find about the mode. Sa mode naman, still the same. The greatest number that occurs mostly, which is 15, and then the mode is 15. So this is also a unimodal. Okay? So, ganun lang po yung gagawin po natin in finding the measure